The news, good evening. The International Monetary Fund has approved Seychelles' request for emergency financial assistance under the Rapid Financing Instrument, the RFI, for about $31.2 million to meet the country's urgent balance of payment from the COVID-19 pandemic. The near-term economic fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic is expected to be severe. Restriction in travel will hinder tourism and weaken fiscal and external positions, creating large additional financing needs. According to a press release from the IMF, the RFI will provide timely resources to the authorities to address the urgent balance of payments needed and soften the hit on the budget. The IMF will continue to monitor Seychelles' situation closely and remain in close dialogue with the authorities. The Seychelles Post Office has decentralized its distribution point from the Victoria Post Office to various locations in the districts. This applies specifically to the delivery of small packets. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Alex Etienne, noted that this is to clear the backlog at the Victoria Post Office. The special delivery is being done on Fridays from 4 to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 12 to 4:30 p.m. Due to lack of resources and space constraints at the Victoria Post Office, created of the Postal Services noted that this initiative is to clear the backlog.
And we are aware that many clients have been waiting for quite a while to receive their small packets, some more than 4 months actually. This is because the fact that we've got a bottleneck system, unfortunately, at the Central Post Office, in view of the fact that we are limited at the point of our delivery. So we have to wait for the shelves in our storage to be cleared before we can classify items in mailbags. So if we were to wait for the shelves to be cleared, it will take another couple of months in view of the volume we've got at the post office. So we thought perhaps that we could do this exercise since we had 2-3 weeks semi-lockdown where we were not working. A group of staff actually, we came down and we reclassified all the packets by district, and we got around 8-9 mailbags per district, and so we thought maybe we'll go to the district to distribute these packets.
The Truth Commission is calling for the launch of a national lottery to raise money to fund compensation awards. It says it will need millions of rupees to make payouts to people who suffered politically motivated harm in the past. Meanwhile, the commissioners were hoping to resume public hearings but say they need more space, forcing a delay. SBC's Patrick Merhead has more.
They're a gamble, but also a money spinner. And now it's claimed introducing a national lottery could help heal past human rights injustices. A strange idea at face value, but it's been dreamt up by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
We have for a long time been trying to think of creative ideas to raise money. One idea that we have, which we think is a good one, is a national lottery. Funds could be raised through a national lottery, then people are contributing because they want to, and they're contributing in the hope of winning something for themselves as well.
Currently, lotteries are run by private companies, mostly for commercial gain.
Tonight's rollover jackpot is an estimated £5 million.
But a publicly owned national lottery in Seychelles could emulate this one in the UK, which regularly raises a fortune for good causes.
I have not got a clue what I am going to spend this money on.
Before a national lottery can be launched, it'll need the government's backing and the approval of the Seychelles Licensing Authority. But so far it says it hasn't received any application. If it does, it'll need to be in full compliance with both the Licenses Act of 2010 and the Licenses Game of Chance regulations.
The Commission's proposal is still awaiting a response from State House. Meanwhile, its hopes of resuming public hearings soon have been dashed because its current location at Perseverance is now too small for its enlarged 7-strong panel.
We can't fit 7, we can't sit in that configuration, so we need to reconfigure the hearing room to abide by social distancing, which is difficult given the 7 commissioners in the space that we will require.
The Truth Commission's had 1 million rupees slashed from its 12 million rupees budget, costing 3 jobs so far. It thinks its lottery idea is a fair bet to ensure public resources are saved for other pressing purposes.
The Roman Catholic Church is starting to move into religious celebrations in the church gradually, while respecting measures proposed by the Public Health Authority. Funerals have already started to be celebrated as before, but with some restrictions and conditions. Masses during weekdays will start on Monday the 11th of May, whereas weekend Mass will start on the 23rd and 24th for the Feast of the Ascension. Tuesdays and Wednesdays midday masses will also resume after the Feast of the Ascension. There will be no diocesan gathering of Pentecost on Sunday 31st of May at the Perseverance Parish. However, Pentecost Mass will be celebrated in all parishes. Baptism, confirmation and First Holy Communion celebrations will resume as of the month of August. And the Anglican Sunday Church services will also resume on Ascension Sunday, that is on the 24th of May. In the meantime, Bishop James Wong says they're working to make the church buildings social distancing friendly and adding washing hands points because of the COVID-19. Funeral services started in the Anglican churches on the 4th of May with some new regulations of the new normal situation. And with this, we end this news summary. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening.